Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video I will be doing a what would Mary do, another one. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I think this might be one, like the last one for like a while, so make sure you are subscribed because I will have new content on this channel, okay, and so on and so forth. So let's just get right into this video. Number one, what would Mary do if a guy can't choose between her and another girl? Okay, I would flat out just be like, go be with her. Like, I'm not fighting for attention. I'm not fighting for anything. And this actually did happen to me when I was in 10th grade, I believe I was. And what had happened was I met this guy and he was like a really big flirt. And at that time, I was a really big flirt. So it just we kind of meshed together. Even though like I knew like the type of guy he was, and I was just like, oh, he's such a flirt, like he's not for real, like he wasn't the type of guy like you take seriously just because like of like all the things that he says in his past, and not even his past, just like even himself, like he would even say it himself, like he's like, I don't know why girls like me or whatever. So what happened is we had study hall together and we were like all over each other on like in study hall and whatnot. So after study hall he would walk me to my class and then he would like run across like to the other side of the school to go walk this other girl. Little background story, I knew this girl, she knew who I was, I knew who she was, we knew about it, and it's this sickening story. So what happens is he was basically stringing both of us along, even though like we both knew like what was happening. And he would like, you know, I think me and him also had lunch together, so like, you know, we were like kind of like always around each other. Like we had study hall together, we had lunch together, and like he would always like try to walk me to my classes and then like try to walk her to her classes and stuff like that. So I remember this one day, and I would always tell him, like, I kid you not, every single day I would legit just be like, go be with her, like go be with her, just be with her, like just be with her. So he'd be like, no, like I like you and I just can't let you go or whatever, and I'm just like, no. Anyways, so then what happens is this one day after school, I ended up not seeing him after school. Well, like I did, but just wait. So I'm going up to the door, okay, and I'm like going or whatever, and I just like I'm standing there, and then like they're like over here, like on the window, just like making out, like full blown, like she's like pressed up against the window, and he's just like, they're like talking, giggling, kissing and everything, and I'm standing there and I'm just like I knew about it, like I knew about her and she knew about me. So like she knew, like if he wasn't with her he'd be with me, and if he wasn't with me he'd be with her. So like I just remember, like I just looked at him and I was just like, it's like different, I think, like when you like physically, like when you're visually seeing it, like, you know. So I remember I stood there and I was just like, that's so gross, like he was doing that to me like 2 periods ago, like, you know, not up against the window though, but like so wall. But anyway, so then what happens is I was just like, I just stood there and I was just like, I wasn't even angry because like, you know, I'm putting myself into the situation, so I was just like why do I have to put up with this, like when I can get a guy that like does that just for me, like, you know. So I remember like she had to leave, and like she like leaves, like she goes out the school doors, and then he turns and he sees me, and he's just like, he was just like, hey, and like nothing happened out, and like he tried to hug me and I just like pushed him away. And then he was just like, he's like, I'm sorry you had to see that. And I was like, no, like I'm sorry I gave you like the time of day to even just like waste my time. I was like, you just wasted my time for no reason. And then he was just like, well, you knew the situation, and the situation was like he liked both of us, but like he didn't know who like he wanted to be with. And I told him, I was just like, just be with her. Like he looked a lot happier with her than he was with me, and I'm not even like, you know, I'm not even like upset saying that. So yeah, so then I don't remember if they dated. I don't know if they dated. But the following year I had a class 4th period, and I didn't know anybody in this class, and then there was an empty seat next to me. He had already, I believed he moved or something, like he wasn't at that school anymore. So what happens is this girl comes in late, and then she's like, can I sit here? And I'm like, sure. So she sits down and I'm just start laughing because it's her, like the same girl that we basically shared saliva, like the same dude and everything with, like she's sitting next to me. So she sits there and I just start like laughing and I'm just like, oh my god, like my luck. Like this is why I don't believe in luck. So I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is so awkward. So I remember like I wrote her a note, because like a note was like my thing back in the day. Like I still write notes, but like very like little, like minimal, like, you know. So I remember like I wrote her a note and I was like, hey, like I remember last year, like, you know, we basically shared a guy and everything. And she was like, yeah, she was, don't worry about it, like it was like really dumb and really childish, and we actually became like really good friends after that. It's like she helped me with my heartbreak and I was helping her with, you know, whatever she was going through. So yeah, so I mean, it was like a good thing. Like I like those kinds of girls, like, you know, like the ones that get over shit and they're like, yeah, like we can be friends, like whatever, like not hold a grudge or anything. So if a guy can't choose between me and another girl, I would just be like, go be with her. Like I'm not trying to compete for your attention. Like if I don't have it, I don't want it. Okay? Number 2, what would Mary do if she's talking to a guy and his personality is perfect but his looks not so much? I would date him, I would marry him, and I would have his children. That's what I would do, and I would grow old with him. Do you know why? Because I think it's shallow when people just look at looks. Like if you date someone just for their looks, do y'all even talk about anything? Do you just sit there and just like stare at each other? Is that your relationship? Like that's one hell of a boring relationship, okay? And it's so weird because like I'm like so attracted to guys that like make my mind think, not like overthink and like, oh my god, does he really like me? No, not like that, but like just like think about like the future, like think about like a certain something, and then like just like I don't know, just like great conversations, you know. And I think it's so hard nowadays to find a personality that like kind of complements like your personality, like, you know, I guess if that makes any sense, like just you guys just kind of complement each other like that. So if I were to find a guy and his personality is perfect, I would date him like that's what I would do, because I don't care for looks. Like you can be like the hottest thing on this planet, but like your mindset can be like boring as hell, and I'm not trying to be bored, okay? So yeah, so I would definitely date a guy with, and the thing is, I feel like once you get to know a person, their personality and like how they treat others and how they take care of themselves and stuff like that, I think they themselves just becomes more beautiful. Like, you know, just like, it's just like, oh my god, like damn, like you're so attractive. Like, you know, maybe not physically attractive, but like mind attractive. And I think that's like what I'm looking for, you know. Like I don't care about your looks, like as long as we can have good conversations, you can make me laugh, you know, we can talk about things, stuff like that, we good to go. Number 3, what would Mary do if a guy is talking to her in a dirty way? I would probably block him and just be like, out of here. I just feel like there's certain levels in a relationship, and if we're not at that relationship level yet, then like why are you trying to talk to me like that? Like, you know, especially like weirdos like on Instagram and stuff. Like, who raised you? Who? Number 4, what would Mary do if a guy says he loves you but you don't love him back? Okay, here's the thing. Don't do what I did and just say it back, because there was like 2 situations that I was in where like the guy, first I was like 15 and the other one I think I was like 18, I think. I didn't know what love was at this point. Like I still kind of like, I'm still trying to figure love out. So like, you know, and I just feel like so like, it's one of those things where it's just like when a guy's like, I love you, and you're just like do I say it back or do I say thank you? And I remember like I would just be like, oh, like I love you too or something. I'd be like, oh, I love you too, but like I didn't mean it, because again I didn't know what love was. So if a guy says it and I don't feel it, I would just be like, oh, like I really like you, you know, or maybe like I'm not there yet. And it's so weird, like this video, like this video right now, okay, if you have ever been in this situation to where every time I really like a guy and I just want to lick his face and just be like, I want to spend forever with you, the guy does not like me. But then every time a guy says he likes me or like he loves me, somehow I don't feel that. Like, I don't feel that way about him. Like, what kind of universe is this, okay? Because like, I don't understand that. Like, why is it when I like a person, they don't like me as much as I like them? And then why is it when a person likes me, it's just like, I don't like them like that? Like, why? Why does this do? This is why people are single, okay? Like, this is why people are single, okay? But yeah, so I honestly, like, nowadays, like, if a guy says this to me and like I don't feel the same way, I would just probably be like, oh, like, I like you, or, you know, I can grow to love you, but like, I'm not at that place yet. And I also feel like when a guy says he loves you after 2 weeks, he's a player and he's rushing things. And yes, I've been there because I played the player. So anyways, yeah, so I don't know, I just think it takes time for you to love someone, even though like I'm the most impatient person when it comes to relationships. And like, when I'm in a relationship, that's the goal that I want to be at. Like, I always, like, every relationship that I've ever been in, like, I've always wanted to get to that point where, like, I want the guy to say that he loves me first, you know? And every time the guy that said it first, he was always a player. He would always, like, use words, like, twist things and say things to get me to, like, feel some type of way, and I didn't even feel some type of way, so there you go. Yeah, but if a guy says something, like, now and I don't feel it, I'll just be like, I don't feel it, you know? Finally, number 5, what would Mary do if you are talking to a guy for a while, but he won't make you his officially, like I won't make him officially he won't make me officially his, and he always cancels plans with you? Okay, here's the thing. Let me catch a breath. I'm out of breath. Okay. If I'm talking to a guy for a while and he won't make me officially his, I'm gonna see why. Like, why? If we've talked for a while and like we both know how we feel and we both like each other, we both want to be together, well, what is holding you back, you know? And then I'll see and I'll go from there. If he always makes plans with me and like he always cancels them, honestly, I would be 50% upset and 50% happy. Happy because I don't have to go out, okay? Like, I can just stay home and just do my thing. I can record videos for you guys because you guys are more important than a dude, okay? And then, like, the other 50% I'd be disappointed in, because I would probably have, like, a really cute outfit that, like, I want to show off. Like, I want to show him an outfit, you know? And he's not going to get to witness that because he canceled plans. So, technically, that'd be his loss and not mine. Because I can look at myself in the mirror, okay? He can't look at me in the mirror because I'm not there, you know? So, so that's what I would do. I think I would just, like, talk to him and I don't know, I just feel like if a guy won't make you officially his, after you guys, like, talked about it, especially, like, me, like, I would be like, look, it's either we're gonna date today, or you're gonna go your own separate way, because, homeboy, I'm not waiting. Like, I waited this long to just be interested into someone, and, like, now the fact that, like, you're not, like, I don't know, like, you're losing interest, or maybe there's someone else, or maybe, you know, whatever, his cat died or something, I don't know, yeah, it's just like stuff like that. So that's what I would do. I'd just probably like talk to him and just be like, look, it's either you're in it or you're out of it. You can't be in between. Like, you have to figure out how you feel. Like, you can't be confused, you know? And if he always cancels plans, then I'd probably go out with someone else, honestly, and just be like really petty with it and really childish and be like, like hanging out with this new guy or something. No, actually that would backfire real quick on me, but anyways, that's what I would do. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Thumbs this video up if you guys want more, but it's gonna be a while because I do have other videos like planned and stuff, so I do want to get those out for you guys as well. And yeah, so like this video, share this video with someone, have a laugh, you know, be like, oh my god, like, look at her again. Subscribe to be notified about my other new videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!